Welcome to the Stepmom Side with Alicia, the podcast for stepmoms ready to create the life they want and one they actually have a say in. Here we talk all things stepmom life and just a little bit more. Leave the superficial conversations at the door and get ready for perspective shifts and actionable advice to help you on your way to creating the life you want, one step at a time. Hey there, welcome back to this mini series of why blended families feel so hard and what actually helps. This is podcast episode number 2 for this little mini series things. And like I said at the beginning, the first one, these really help. Like I get a lot of really great feedback of when I do these little mini series, and I'm like, oh, okay, if you have an idea of like topics that you would like in a mini series, I'm all ears. Like send me a message, just add Alicia on every single social media platform, or at the bottom of the show notes, there's a little place where you can click and just like leave podcast episode topic ideas. Wow, I'm like really struggling over my words here. But on to the next one, the real reason why you're resentful and why it isn't about the kids. So today let's talk about that. It's something that also almost every stepmom experiences, and almost every stepmom ends up feeling guilty admitting: resentment. And before you panic and think, oh my gosh, I'm a terrible person, let me stop you right there. Because resentment doesn't make you a bad stepmom. It makes you human. And I also can't tell you how many messages I've gotten over the years that sound something like, I love my husband, but I hate this life. I feel horrible admitting this, but I don't even want to go home some days. I don't even recognize myself anymore. And usually these women think that the problem is that they're angry at the kids. But most of the time, it's not actually about the kids. It's about everything you're carrying that nobody sees. So let's talk about it. What resentment actually is. And again, like I know that I did a podcast episode on this not that long ago, but I'm putting this in a mini series so you've got it all together. So resentment is unmet needs that have gone unattended for too long. That's it. It's the emotional exhaustion mixed with disappointment. It's saying no when you mean to, or it's saying yes when you mean to say no, when your body is literally screaming, no, but you're like, I'm going to say yes. It's doing more than you have the capacity for. It's pushing your needs aside over and over and over and over again until one day your nervous system says, nope. We can't keep doing this. Resentment isn't proof that you're selfish. It's often proof that you've been self-abandoning. Okay, just so you know, resentment isn't proof that you're selfish. It's often proof that you've been self-abandoning. And stepmoms are particularly vulnerable to this because many of us walk into our blended families trying to make sure that everyone's comfortable, right? Like how many times have you heard people say like, oh, the kids have already been through enough. Their parents are divorced. There's a lot of trauma that comes with it. Absolutely. But we walk in and we don't want to rock the boat. We don't want to look difficult. We don't want to seem jealous or needy. So we keep swallowing things and swallowing things and swallowing things until one day someone leaves a wet towel on the floor and suddenly we are contemplating moving into a cabin in the woods by ourselves. Or we're running away to Stepmom Island where it's just stepmoms and there are no kids and there are no partners and we have a beach and we have sunshine all of the time, a light rain every once in a while, and we have whatever it is that we want to eat, whatever it is that we want to snack on, whatever it is that we want to drink, and it is wonderful there. What we're not doing there on Stepmom Island is just being miserable the entire time about being stepmoms. It's there just like an escape in my brain. Do you ever go there? Come join my island. Like, let's go there. So now let's talk about what creates resentment. We know what resentment now is, so let's talk about what creates it. A lack of appreciation, feeling unsupported, carrying the mental load, giving more than you're receiving, feeling trapped, feeling powerless. Sometimes resentment comes from feeling like everyone else gets to have needs except you. And man, when I realized this, I was like, oh, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Like feeling trapped, feeling powerless. And then sometimes feeling like everyone else can need something, can want something, but me. Like everyone else's feelings matter. Everyone else's schedule matters. Everyone else's comfort matters. And then somewhere along the way, you disappeared. I disappeared. I remember the seasons of stepmom life where I felt like I was carrying everything. I was managing my emotions. I also felt like I was trying to manage everyone else's emotions. That never went well, ever. I felt like I was trying to make things smooth. I was trying to be understanding. I was trying to be flexible. I was trying to be supportive. I was trying to be the bigger person. I was exhausted. Like, damn, that is so much to carry. And then resentment started showing up because I wasn't getting support. I wasn't asking for what I needed. And honestly, I wasn't even sure what I needed anymore. I had gotten so good at taking care of everyone else that I stopped taking care of me. So then when my husband would say, like, well, what do you need? I didn't know what to say because I was like, I don't even know. I have no idea. Like, I feel like in more ways than one, like a shell of my former self, but also like, I don't know. I have no clue. So yeah, I'm hoping that you're not there. And if you're listening to this and you're not there, amazing. Please keep listening. Like, we'll get you through this. And if you are there, I see you. It won't be like this forever. Like, we'll get through it. So let's talk now about the sneaky ways that resentment shows up. And again, this might sound like a repeat because I've already done a podcast episode about resentment. But sometimes resentment looks like irritation. Everything annoys you. Everything. Listen, let me start with things that annoy me and then like tell me like what you what you can relate to. The dishes, you guys, you should see my face. The dishes. Like, why can we not rinse our dishes after we eat on them and just put them in the dishwasher? If you're not planning on washing them right away, like, let's put them in the dishwasher. Like, let's get them off the counter. Like, just the clutter of like things being on the counter, like, I can't, like it, I can't stand it. The noise, being single and then going into like having 2 stepkids. I had no idea how much noise there would be. The interruptions, I had no idea how many interruptions there would be constantly. And you know what? Sometimes it could be someone breathing too loudly. Like, looking back, I mean, that still happens now, to be honest with you. But looking back, like, man, I did not know that someone could breathe too loudly or someone could chew too loudly, right? Like, those were like my top annoyances. But here's what happened. I withdrew. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want to engage. I fantasized about being alone. Remember I told you like Stepmom Island where like it's sunny, there's drinks, there's snacks, there's food, whatever you want. It's amazing there. I love it. Fantasized all the time about being alone. And it wasn't because I hated my family. It's probably you. Like, you probably withdraw. You probably don't want to talk to anyone. You probably don't want to engage. You probably fantasize about being alone. Not because you hate them. Maybe like in the moment you do. But like not because you actually hate them. But because your nervous system desperately wants relief. You start keeping score. Tell me that you did this. Or you have done this. You start keeping score. I did this. I sacrificed that. I've given up so much. I don't know how many times I've like rage screamed that at my husband. I gave up so much. I moved here from out of state. Blah, blah, all of the things. Or maybe you even feel numb. You stop caring. You stop trying. Like, you don't even cry anymore. Like, you're not even upset. You're just like, whatever. I guess this is my life. I'm just like chained to this now. And honestly, that's one of the biggest signs that resentment has been sitting there for a long time. Because that's how I got like at the end of like resentment when I realized that like I legit like had a problem and I needed help. I just was like, okay, well, whatever happens. Like, I'm not even mad anymore. Like, I'm not trying to like rage against the machine, not to like use a band, but like, I'm not even trying to fight it anymore. I was just like, whatever, I guess this is like what's happening. Like, when can I go to work again? That's how you know it's been sitting there for a long time. So here's how to start releasing it. First, this is the hard part. Get honest. What do you need? Like, I've been on coaching calls and a stepmom has, just like dumped everything that's happening like in their life, in their like all the stressors, all of the situations, all the issues that are going on. And I won't say anything for just a few seconds. Like, I'll just let them actually like breathe. And usually I can see them like take a big breath and be like, wow, I can actually breathe. And then immediately my first question is wow, that is a lot. How are you doing? Because as you move through the stepmom journey, the stepmom role, it's very seldom that people will be like, hey, how are you doing, Sarah? How are you doing, Rachel? Ashley, are you okay? Like, it's very seldom that people do that. And so you start to like just bottle everything up. Remember, like, all of the wants, needs, desires that you have, like, everyone else can have, but you can't. So get honest about, like, what you need. And at first, if I ask a stepmom that, like in coaching, she's like, I have no idea. Which makes complete sense to me, because you've been sacrificing, doing so much for so many other people for so long that you're like, I don't even know what I want or what I need. And sometimes it takes a while. Maybe you need like 5 minutes to just like think about it. Maybe you need a couple of days. Not what you should need, but what do you actually need? Do you need support? Do you need time alone? Maybe you need more appreciation, more partnership, less responsibility. And those two go hand in hand. So that's first, like, what do you need? Secondly, stop pretending that you're fine. We all know that you're not fine. I tried to pretend that I wasn't fine. Everyone knew that I wasn't fine. You're not helping anyone by suffering in silence. And stepmoms, I swear, like, we are so good at this of just like, I'm just going to suffer in silence. I feel like as women in general, we're really good at just like suffering in silence. Like, whatever. I'll just take the hit on this one. Third, ask for support. This one is really hard because so many stepmoms think asking for support means they're failing. Listen, if you had a mirror and you held it up to me, all I would be saying is same, because that's what I felt like. I grew up very independent, hyper independent really, and it took me a long time to be able to shake that and learn that, oh, asking for support is actually a good thing. Asking for help is actually a good thing. That's what the strong people do. The weak people are like, no, I'm just going to persevere and I'm going to, just manage this on my own. No. It took me a long time to realize, like, oh, asking for help doesn't mean I'm failing. It just means that I'm human and I need help. Everyone needs help. It's okay. Fourth, stop doing things out of guilt. Guilt is a terrible life coach. You will find yourself in situations that you should not be in because of guilt. Like, what are we doing? Like, oh, I feel bad because guess what? The kids have divorced parents. So yes, I'm going to buy this, or yes, I'm going to do this. Like, no, we're not doing that. And finally, fifth thing, build a life outside of being a stepmom. You need hobbies. You need friends. You need goals. You need to get out of your house. Sometimes my house feels like it's suffocating. I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm being suffocated in here. So you need hobbies, you need friends, you need goals, like you need things that interest you, books to read, whatever it is. Things that remind you that you are a whole person. Because when your entire identity becomes managing the blended family, let me tell you, resentment moves in pretty damn quick. And I want you to hear this. Resentment isn't usually your heart becoming hard. It's usually your nervous system screaming, I need help. I need rest. I need support. I need something to change. And if that's where you are right now, I want you to know you're not failing. You're not less than. You're not broken. You're overwhelmed. There's a difference. And inside the Stepmom Side community, we talk openly about resentment because pretending it doesn't exist only makes it louder, only makes it take up more bandwidth in your brain, only lets it live rent-free in your head, running around constantly. You don't deserve that. You deserve a place that's supportive, that is filled with people that get it. So come join us inside the Stepmom Side community, and I will chat with you next week. Thanks for taking time to listen to this week's episode. If anything was helpful or resonated with you, please share it on social media and tag me. I'm just at Alicia Crosco. And if you could leave a 5-star rating and a review while you're at it, that would also be really helpful. And if you find yourself struggling with your stepmom journey and you want a little bit more support without the hefty price tag of coaching, you might want to check out the Stepmom Side community, which is my own private community for stepmoms, where you get to connect with other stepmoms around the world and myself, where I hold weekly office hours and monthly group coaching. It's kind of like you have your own personal coach in your own back pocket. Again, without that hefty price tag. See you next week.